welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. It's all about crochet. Sometimes it's about knitting and sometimes it's about yarn, but mostly it's about my journey in this fabulous yarning community. Returning subscribers, hey, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Friday with me. Friday is just a kind of a catch-up kind of thing. We're just gonna talk about, what's happened over the week. I've got a couple of finished objects, a new something that I want to do for 2024, and I have a yarn acquisition that has been lost in shipping black holes since Black Friday finally arrived. So first I wanted to show you my cute little shirt. You see this? Peace, love, and crochet. Isn't that adorable? Amazon. I know I get a lot of shirts from Temu. This one came from Amazon. So cute. If I can remember, I'll stick a link in it. The t-shirt comes in different colors, even comes in men's styles. This is a woman's style, so the neck isn't gonna strangle me, but I love it. Peace, love, and crochet. You gotta love it. So peace, love, and crochet for your Friday. Okay, I'm an influencer, not an enabler. Don't run out and buy it if you can't do it, but I like it. It's cute. I'm lucky that my husband indulges me. Thanks, babe. Okay, so anyway, t-shirts out of the way. Finished objects. I told you last week that I was going to try to do a Boggy blanket a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and I did. I got one done, and I'm going to get for the next few weekends done until they deliver them on February 13th. But this one, it came out so cute, you guys. Isn't that sweet? I'll see if I can find, and these are like 3D effect. I don't know if this isn't gonna pick it up, but these are 3D. You can kind of feel them. Let's see, where did I put the heart? I know I put one on here because I ended up sewing it on because I didn't find one. Oh, here it is. There's the one with the heart. I just thought that added such a cute little touch. Rainbow bright colors, just a fun another blanket to add to my giant stack. So, and this weekend I will do another one, and we'll get a few more done for the kids at Boggy. If you don't know what I'm talking about for Boggy blankets, there's a million videos back in my library. It's a blanket drive charity that we're working on for Camp Boggy Creek, which is a camp here in Eustis, Florida. I'll link a couple of different videos in my description box for you to kind of check out what's going on, and check out Nancy at She's Got Yarn Too, Lynette at Charmed Grammy, or Billy the Crafty Floridian for more information on that. My other finished object, you guys, I finished the Field of Dreams shawl that I made with the gorgeous Arcane Fiberworks yarn. Look how beautiful this turned out. You guys, this is just, it's gorgeous. And I didn't do a lot on I just did one row of the clusters to give it a finished edge. It's everything that I wanted it to be. And when I make things like this, it makes me want to live someplace where I can wear this. But yeah, it just is gorgeous. Okay, the dark blue is called Midnight. This is all I have left, a little bitty teeny tiny bit. The variegated Oh no, where did it go? I lost my little bit of variegated. The variegated is called Turtley Fine. And it looked like this. I have another one. And then the light blue, which is the lace, is called Dark Blue, and that's all I have left of it. I have about this much left of the Turtley Fine. So those are gonna go into, what's down there, a scrap project. But this yarn is so beautiful, and so the colors are spectacular. The quality of the yarn is spectacular. The stitch definition on this yarn is amazing. Look at that. It just is so pretty. This pattern is the Field of Dreams shawl. I cannot remember the name of the designer. I will put it in down here. It's a very, once you've got it kind of pattern. It's not super difficult. If you can do the extended single crochet, if you can do double crochets, if you can do half double crochets, you can do this. It's not super hard. It looks like it might be, but it really isn't. It took me a couple weeks because I didn't work on it all the time. And it is fingering weight yarn that I used with my 4.5 millimeter furls hook. With the fingering weight yarn, it's spectacular. It is all that, everything you wanted it to be. I'm in awe of this shawl and how beautiful the colors played together, how beautiful this yarn worked up. And I mean, you just look at I don't know if you can tell because it's so dark, but the texture is just, there's like ridges because you work in the front loop only when you're doing your extended single crochet. It's beyond. I think this is probably one of the nicest things I've ever made. But okay, so I'll be taking pictures of this and posting it everywhere. I'm going to put it on Ravelry in a project page for the designer. I'm going to put it on Arcade Fiberworks because you gotta just love how beautiful this yarn turned out. So finished object number 2. What else is going on? Oh, I know. Yesterday I was watching Judy at Judy's Creations and Crochet, and she is doing a version of Make 9. I think Seta did one. I think Gary did one where if you're stuck, you pull out a card and these are 9 projects that you wanted to make. Well, Judy is doing another version of it that kind of goes with the stash before cash, shop your stash kind of thing, where instead of necessarily a project, but yarn that you want to use, that you have in your stash that you definitely want to use. I couldn't narrow mine down to 9, so mine is use 9 plus 1. I have 10 different yarns in here that I have got, I want to use in the worst way. And I know that they've been sitting here. I just bypass them. So in this bag that I got from Joann's, and it says, enjoy the little things, in this big heavy bag, I have 10 yarns that I need to get used. The first one is, and I have 2 of these. It's Knit Crate worsted in this beautiful fade, and I have 2 of the exact same one. These are the Knitology worsted, and I think, I don't even know if they're wool. They might just be acrylic. I don't know. I must have gotten these. I don't know where I got them. And there's no color on it, but I love that fade to the dark, the grayish green with that beautiful sage green. So I've got to use this because these are my colors. I love this. So something will be made with that. The next one that I have got to use, that I kept saying I'm going to use it, is this Must Be Merino. Is this the DK? Yeah, this is the DK. And I have a bunch of this that Nancy got me last year's clearance, maybe the year before. I can't remember. I love this color and I love this yarn, and I have a ton of it down here. And because it's behind the chair, I always forget about it. I'm not going to forget about it because now it's in my Make 9+1. So this Must Be Merino in this beautiful dusty rose is another one. The next one, this has been languishing in my stash since I started, and I'm talking 2020. This beautiful Karen skinny cake with the grays and the taupe. I have to make something with this. I loved it when I found it. I love it now. And this one's a number 3. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but it has to get made into something this year. And it's got, what do we got? 795 yards. I can make a really pretty shawl with this, I think. So that's 3. The 4th one in here is, I have a bunch of this. And this one, this poor thing has had it. This is the butterfly yarn from Hobie. I have a bunch of it up there in different colors. I have it in this darker color. I have it in this color. Something is going to get made with this. I'm thinking maybe, possibly, I want to make that swancho that Jaxie, Creations by Jax did. I'm thinking my swancho might be made out of these because I think I have enough to do that. But again, this has been sitting in my stash for almost 2 years. I need to use it because it's beautiful and it's soft and I love these colors. I mean, come on, doesn't that say beachy sunset, walk on the sand with me? I love this. Another one that I said I was going to make myself something for my anniversary, and seeing as though my anniversary is next Saturday, it ain't gonna get done. But remember when I bought all this beautiful yarn on Temu that has been sitting here for almost a year now? This is their cashmere Angora wool blend. I just grabbed these 4. I have a whole bunch of others up in there. This has to get done into something, and soon, because it is gorgeous and I love it. Look at those beautiful colors together. Something will be made with this beautiful wool Angora and cashmere, and soon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one is, I pretty much blackmailed my daughter into running into the next town over to a local yarn shop that was closing. I don't know if you remember when I went on my trip back this spring. Well, I sent her back this summer when they were closing because I wanted some Hue Loco and I knew they had some and I wanted her to go pick me up some. So I have these 2 yards, two skeins of Hue Loco. This one is called At the Disco Collection. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I made my daughter go get it, so I have to make something with this. So this will be put on my hook sometime this year. The cashmere that I bought from Temu, I remember I was going to do a Christmas shawl with it. I have the red, the green, and the white. I have to do something with this because this is gorgeous and beautiful. This was my last one that I added in. This was the number 10 because I'm like, oh, I really have to do something with this. It's so beautiful and so soft. So that's in here. This gorgeous expression fiber arts that I got, restoring fingering. I've got a bunch of this and I got it in another color. I have to figure out something to make with this. This is 36% alpaca, 37 wool, and 27% viscose. I think it's a DK weight. No, it's restoring fingering. Huh, it says right on there fingering. So something has to be done with this. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 9 is, and doesn't even have to be this. I have a bunch of these gradient cakes. I just grabbed this one because this was on the top, but I do love this color. I mean, look how pretty that is, from the yellow to the gray. I have to find something to make with this. I really do. I have to use some of those beautiful gradient cakes. So I'm hoping that maybe one of the pictures that Judy uses this year for her birds might match one of the gradient cakes that I've got. But I will be using one of these gradient cakes sometime this year, without a doubt. End of story. It needs to get done. And last but not least, and this one I have been holding on to more as a souvenir than anything. Because a couple of years ago, Tom and I took a trip to Roanoke, Virginia. We stopped in, I can't remember the name of the town in North Carolina, but it's like where they have a Andy Griffith museum, and it's supposedly the little town is based, Mayberry is based on Mount Airy, North Carolina is where we went. We camped there for a couple of days and we did some sightseeing around there, and then we drove on to Roanoke, Virginia to go see Black Dog Salvage. And if you haven't seen that show, I think it's on Discovery. It's a great show, but it's a salvage yard and they have an antique store and a refurbished furniture store. It's a great destination. If you've got a couple of hours and you're in Virginia, go check out Black Dog Salvage. But while we were there, I'm like, let me see if there's a local yarn shop. So we found a local yarn shop that wasn't far from Black Dog Salvage, and they were having a trunk show. And I got these 2 skeins of yarn. And the name of the company is Aster Fiber Co. And this is a superwash merino fingering weight, and the colorway is called Fairy Dust. And I absolutely love everything about this yarn. It's gorgeous. It's my colors with the peach and the coral and the blue and the gray and the aqua. I love this. This has been sitting, and I've been looking at it and I love it and it's beautiful. But I need to make something with it. I really do. And just make it something special. And again, maybe not make it something super special, make it something, because holding on to yarn because you're going to make something special just makes you hang on to it, because then is it special enough? No. I'm going to use this yarn sometime this year. I don't know what for. I might end up having to put something with it because I've got the 2, and maybe I need to put a solid, and I think I got a solid to go with it, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to dig through there again. I think I got a blue tonal to go with it. So I'm gonna have to do something with this. And then I will have something that I made from our trip. So these are my make 9+1. I'm hoping that something will speak to me for all of these, because as of right now, I don't know, what do I do with this? Seriously, I love it. My daughter picked it out. It's going to be something for her, but you know, how many shawls can she have? And this is fingering weight. I don't know, maybe a tank top? Would I have enough yards for a tank top? 800 yards. She's a large. Maybe a tank top? I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, I now have my make 9+1, so that when something pops and I need to do something, I now know these are the yarns I want to kind of go towards first. I mean, there's obviously some projects that I'm not going to be able to use fingering weight merino. You know, I get that, but like this has been languishing in my stash for 3 years, and it's gorgeous. What have I been waiting for? Look how beautiful that is. I mean, I've got two, and I've got it in the pink too. I got to find something to do with this. I really do. And I will find something. But that will now forever, well, for the rest of this year, sit here in front of my bookshelf that has all my yarn on it, so that I have to literally climb over it to get to that, so that will make me think, go through this first before you go through this or that over there. So that is my make 9+1. I couldn't narrow it down. Anyway, so we're 22 minutes in, but I did want to show you this. I finally got my pickle jar and my refill from Aberdeen Wools. And look at all that beautifulness in there. All the squishy, beautiful, variegated colors, and the refill pack full of the same thing. In the pickle jar, they did send some little teeny tiny knitting needles, which, yeah, I don't think I'll be using those for a really long time. And recipe cards for a really pretty striped cowl, or this biased scarf, I think is what they call it. Yeah. What I plan on doing, and again, the year of Tunisian, I'm going to take this biased scarf recipe, and I'm just going to start pulling these out one at a time whenever I feel like putting another row on. And I'm going to do it in Tunisian. I'm going to make this biased scarf in Tunisian knit using this pickle jar. And Tangled Poets is the dyer, the independent dyer that is from Aberdeen Wool. And these are, the pairs right here. It doesn't say on here what the, it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't tell you. It just says that you just have to hand wash it the first couple of times. Well, I hand wash everything. Tangled Poets, made in Canada. I think it's a either 75-25 or an 80-20 merino nylon blend. It's really pretty. I mean, look at that. Super cute. The micro minis, they're fun to have. And I'm just gonna do random. I'm gonna pull something out and work on it until it's gone, and then put the project down, and when I feel like putting another row on, I'm gonna put another row on. So yeah, look at, there's so many different color variations in there. It's gonna be a beautiful scrappy something. When I first got it, I thought I would take both of these and make a cardigan. And then I saw this, recipe, and I said, I need to make that. So this is what I'm going to do with probably just one of these, probably just the pickle jar. And then I'll just hang on to this other one for, I don't know, something cool will come along to do with these minis. There's so many mini projects out there that yeah, it'll be fun. I'll find something to do with this, but I ordered this on the 21st of November and I got it day before yesterday. It was, yeah, it took forever to get this shipped to me, but I'm so glad I now own it. I'm so glad that I now have my very own pickle jar, and I will find a place for this to sit while I work on it, and that is that. So you guys, that's it. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I guess we're in for another round of storms around here. It's raining right now, and I guess we're in for another round of possible extreme thunderstorms. So, and I know that in the upper Midwest, they are getting slammed with snow again. Both my grandkids in Indiana and Michigan have e-learning days. There's no school. So wherever you are, stay safe from this crazy weather. Enjoy your crafting time. Take care of yourself and give yourself some grace. It's gonna be okay. Peace, love, and crochet. And above all, be kind to everyone. And we'll talk to you on Monday. Have a great weekend.